my my memory, my brain memory, or sort of my muscle memory of my go-to sayings and stuff. PvP, final series of the day. Let's do this. To the top left side from Invictus Gaming, it's our blue Protoss player. Let's hear it if you're cheering on Jim. And to the bottom right, our red Protoss player. It is Super. As we set up into game number 1 of this best of 3. Winner goes to the playoffs. We'll play on a week on Friday in those playoffs in the round of 8. Joining Trust and Patience from Group A, which we figured out earlier tonight. Joining Creator, who's already moved through this evening. 4 Protoss in the playoffs already. That's crazy. Usually we have no Protoss in the playoffs. So 4 Protoss is insane. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'm just going to be setting up here, guys, and waiting to see what the initial builds will be past the double gateway. Already a probe from Super coming up towards the top side of the map. And is he just going to get super aggressive early? Because he is hiding this, like, round the right side. It's not just a probe through the center to scout. It's a probe that's going to build something, almost definitely. So as this probe comes in, we're going to be seeing the pylon going down. I'm just going to be hearing the phone ring. My thumb's just gone out. My dad's just gone out. Hi, he's on his way. Sorry? My dad's on his way? Yeah. Hi. I open the conversation with, my dad is on his way. And then she asks, can someone come and get me? Well, I don't know. If my dad's on his way, I wonder if he might be on his way to get me. Ah! Alright. Okay, sorry about that. Benefit of replay is we can just throw down the throw down the pause. Alright, Robo Facility is on the way up here to the top side. So Robo Facility going to be finishing up here very, very soon. And a couple of Adepts are moving forwards at the moment and looking to see what's going on. So a couple of Adepts moving forwards from both players, actually. But that Robo Facility has not been spotted. Jim was almost on his way over to spot it. Ooh, 2 Adepts actually pick up the first shots out of Super. That's huge because now he just gets the extra little bit of damage and he will win the Adept war overall. And he's continuing to push this back, and now the shields are gone against full shields. And that Robo will continue to build on up here. Another gateway as well, and Super actually going to back away as 2 more depths come in, so you'll actually maybe lose this one. As we're going to be seeing the 3 Adepts now actually continuing to chase. So that Adept right there from Super has to be a little bit careful. Does shade back. He's going to stay alive. 3 Adepts will re-engage now in total. Immortal builds up from Super. Super fast proxy from him. Going to be a really fast game here. As we're going to be seeing the Immortal just going to be halfway done. This could be a very fast last series if this is how these guys are going to be playing. 10 army supply to 8. Immortal continuing to come on out here. And I guess is he just going to attack straight away with the first Immortal? It looks like it. Second Immortal queued. Warp gate must be done shortly. There it is. Warping in. Warping in. 2 Adepts go up to the high ground. Getting good damage done as well. Good initial start here. Across the map, there is a Adept fighting against a pylon. That's not good. Immortal is now spotted, but it's getting rid of this first Adept. Overcharge comes down, but there's, well, only so much you can do here. Interesting. I wonder actually what he does next. Second Immortal on the way up, so pylons will go down very quickly with 2 Immortals. Stargate building a Void Ray, I like that. I mean, probably one of the best decisions you can make, because a Void Ray is going to be able to pick away at these units without being kind of countered. It takes a lot of anti-air to get rid of a Void Ray. And man, these units at the front are already picking away from the pylon, and Jim's just going to type out there. Maybe a little bit earlier of a type out. I mean, he's down in army supply, but can he not defend with a Void Ray on the way up? If he gets the Void Ray, it's possible. Worker count is slightly in his favor. Final series of the day. This could be our last game of the night. It's been a fun one, guys. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, joining us here this evening. You are watching WardiTV. I am, of course, Wardy, bringing you guys the StarCraft 2 action today. And this is the SGL. If you enjoy the SGL, obviously it's not usually on in this sort of time zone. You can usually catch it Thursdays and Fridays from 3 PM CEST, so make sure you check it out. We cast it pretty much every single week live. So do check it out, and if you can't check it out live, then do check out the YouTube channel. If you've missed previous SGLs, they're worth watching. I would highly recommend watching True vs. Neeb from the playoffs of SGL 3 or 4. I would highly recommend watching Beyond True in the SGL, Beyond Ult in the SGL, True Ult in the SGL. A lot of good series that I think are worth checking out in the SGL, basically. And as we have a probe moving forwards here from Jim in the early stages. 2 gates early from both. An opening we expect. Let's see how it plays out. This probe on the way up towards the upper left-hand side. 2 adepts from both players. 2 gates from both players. We'll see if it is going to be adepts. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I've seen a lot of... Nowadays, we actually barely see really the kind of 2 stalkers before 2 adepts. We do see it sometimes. It's not barely, but we definitely... The 2 adept-based opening is definitely the more confident way of going for things, so... Yeah, interesting. Interesting stuff. And as we just see... Probe scanning around, not really too much to see at this sort of stage of the game, but see what happens, I guess, as we get into this. Couple of depths just building up both players. Pretty much what we expect to see. Mothership core pops, probe takes some damage. Really sick early game here in the PvP series. Cannot believe that Jim has kept this probe alive. What an absolute god. But the plays from Super as he chases it down, but he isn't close enough to the high ground of the probe. He continues to run, but is he safe? The shades will come in again. Will they stop on the probe? Will they run past? It's time to find out as Super makes the decision of the game right here. He's gonna get the probe kill. And that is game. GG. Well played. Game over. No, I'm joking. Adept fight actually going to go the way of our... it's sort of going the way of both players. It's sort of fine. Nice little disengage there. And it's an even trade. Exactly even trade from both sides there. So, even trade. Good for Super because he was a little bit behind initially on that with the first shot. One Adept going to threaten to go to the mineral line, forcing the 2 stalkers to pull back slightly. 2 stalkers from Super are out as well. I'm just going to see the robo facility finishing up for Jim very soon with the 2 more gates coming down. That is not an expansion. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the way we head in towards a Warp Prism and a 4-gate all-in. Alright, here we go then. Warp Prism on the way up. And Jim is just going to look to try and finish off Super here in game number 2 with a very quick attack. Man, how many fast attacks have we seen in the PvP today? These have been some super fast series. Some super fast series. It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy how aggressive everyone has been playing today. I heard that, you know, these Korean players and the Chinese players, I know they like to play aggressive in PvP. They don't necessarily like to play mid-game PvP. But this has been incredible how aggressive they've been. We've seen a gateway on the way up from Super, which makes it 3 gates against 4. Does have defensive advantage, second pylon as well. What's he seen? Has he seen the lack of an expansion? Is he just preparing just in case? He's got an immortal on the way out as well. It's definitely going to help him. 4 stalkers, 1 adept right now. 2 more stalkers walking across as well as 2 more just behind them. Warp Prism coming over here as well, and we are almost set and ready to go. As we're going to be seeing these stalkers pushing forwards. Overcharge. There's going to be well, on the pylon in the back, which is the safe one. He's actually going to pop it very late on this pylon here. Overcharges going to be a bit more useful now as the stalkers get cut off by the force fields. Immortal coming into play as well. It's a good initial defense by Super as he moves on forwards again. Looking to see what he can do, perhaps. The Immortal especially is just so good for him right now as Jim whoops in 1 more adept. But, I mean, there's now adepts on the way for Super as well, so he's got that tanking force that he needs. The Immortal to do so much damage to this, and that is a hold from Super, I think. The Immortal will be targeted, but it's just not enough. Pulls it back, continues to pull back. Good micro, keeps it alive, keeps it damaging until the very, very end. The Immortal will finally go down. You can see the sheer numbers here is just going to mean that Jim won't have enough. GG, this game. Super goes through the group in 2nd place.